Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big Four College Football Podcast. Let's get right into things with Ohio State defeating Michigan State 26-6. What does this prove about Ohio State and Michigan State?
Well, Michigan State, you were so high on them. They're still a good football team. Their offense sucks. It is terrible. It is embarrassing how bad their offense is. And frankly, they just got beat by a better team. And there's no shame in that. Ohio State is good. And they're going to have to. It's going to be tough to navigate through the rest of their schedule to get to the playoffs, especially with all the teams in front of them. But they still got a good chance. One thing that really made me angry was Urban Meyer not kneeling at the end of the game and running up the score, which really portrayed the score as it really was not. But Michigan State played hard in this game. Their offense just isn't good enough.
I think that was as expected. Michigan State literally has no offense. So, I mean, the defense will only take you so far. I thought they were going to make it closer, to be honest. I didn't think they'd put up 6 points. But, you know, the outcome was as expected.
I thought our defense looked good. Looked very good for the first time and probably since the non-conference schedule.
Since Tulane.
The offense wasn't great. It could be better. I'd like to see Tate Martell more. He's fantastic, especially in the red zone. He brings that in the red zone. It gives you another option. It opens up the run game a little more. And I still don't understand. Now it happened in the CFP. We beat a ranked team, and we don't move.
What do you want?
I want to move up.
What is in front of you?
Who's Washington State beat this week? What?
Colorado.
It doesn't matter. Washington State and West Virginia, who are directly in front of you right now, both have. It's not even close. They have much better wins.
Wait.
False.
No.
False.
Well, you can't penalize West Virginia or Washington State by moving them down for one.
No, I'm gonna penalize West Virginia because they haven't beaten anybody.
They beat Texas.
Texas lost to Maryland.
Texas is good. Texas Tech, who
is not bad.
was on the verge of making the playoff earlier in the season.
Right.
Yeah, UCLA was too at 0-0. What's your point?
UCLA is a good team.
This game proved nothing about both teams. Ohio State played horrible on both sides of the football. It's just the thing is, you think their defense played well. No, they played terrible. They were awful in this game. But they look to be great because we have the worst offense in the Power 5.
Michigan State is like Boston College from 3 years ago.
Yes. I can't even be mad because, yes, our offense could have done a lot better, but I definitely could have seen this coming. Now the play calling was very questionable in this game. Let's run a motion snap directly to the wide receiver in our own end zone and see what happens. Well, you saw what happened. The guy fumbled it, and Ohio State recovered it for a touchdown. How many times did we fumble in this game? About 7 times.
What about the garbage safety you guys took by snapping out of bounds?
Well, it was only a 9-6 game at that time, so I don't even care about that. That was
balls I've ever seen.
What? No.
That was one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen.
Why is that? Explain.
Because you don't play scared. By the way, I wanted to add, D'Antonio and his coaching staff, part of the reason they lost this game was that they were coaching scared. I'd never seen that out of Mark D'Antonio. He was scared in this game. Play calling was bad.
He was scared against Michigan last year when he was running on 3rd and 8.
No, he wasn't. He was not named Monsoon. No, he was at home.
It was about 20 degrees, and it was about 20 degrees with a 30 mile per hour wind.
It doesn't matter. You can punt the ball down the field. It's not very hard.
We don't have a punter. What don't you understand? We don't have a punter. The guy would have punted it 10 yards. Ohio State would have got it at the fucking 17-yard line. It would have been a walk-in touchdown. What do you want? I mean, come on. He had his options. His options were give it to your fourth-string punter, have him punt it 7 yards, give it to Ohio State first and goal, or safety, they get the ball at the 20-yard line, which is I was expecting them to do, but then, of course, our great kickoff specialist kicked it out of bounds, and they got it at midfield, so it didn't matter anyway. But, no, your point is invalid. He knew his punter couldn't punt the football, so of course they were going to do that. What is this? Okay, Ohio State, their offense was not very good in this game. Now, they were able to run the ball late. That's because they won the time of possession by about 20 minutes. Our defense was tired by the end of the game. It's just how it works.
You always make excuses for your defense.
All right.
They always start off great, and by the end of the game, just like Karan Hickman did on your defense at the end of the game, you get burned.
Are you serious? Michigan.
There's no excuses.
I'm going to say it right now. Michigan State has a much better defense than Michigan, and it's not even close right now.
Michigan doesn't wear it out at the end of the game.
Michigan wins the time possession by 20 minutes. Their defense is out there about 10 minutes. The entire game.
All right, hey, you ready for this theory? The last time Ohio State had a good offense was when Tom Herman was the offensive coordinator. Urban Meyer has recognized this, and being a great coach as he is, he's been leaking out these fake stories about Zach Smith and Tom Herman getting fired so they can rehire him as offensive coordinator.
Okay.
That's genius.
I don't know what to say.
Absolutely genius.
Okay, back to this game. Our defense was elite again. We're the best defense in the Big Ten.
That's in the fourth quarter. You guys don't show up in the fourth quarter.
Well, no, guess what?
26. In what world is 26 points elite defense?
No. Their offense.
Okay, come on. That's unfair. They did not give up 26 points.
You can't say that. You can say that Ohio State and Michigan both ran all over them in the fourth quarter.
Well, they did not.
Which is embarrassing.
The game was over. It doesn't even matter. The game was over. That was a garbage time touchdown. Once our offense got down 9-6, the game was over. We weren't going to score another point. The defense basically didn't need to do anything. They could have just given up right then and there. But no, they fought. They fought until the fourth quarter when they knew the game was finally over.
Yeah, and then they folded in the fourth quarter like they did against Michigan.
Our offense had no chance moving the ball on both defenses, so they had no. The only chance they would have had is like a pick six. That was the only chance they had. And that brings me to the point of Michigan State's defense and why they're the best in the Big Ten. Because Ohio State, both Ohio State and Michigan got the ball at midfield about every single time they had it. Both teams. And Michigan State only gave up a combined 28 real non-garbage time points against the two best offenses in the Big Ten, which is elite. Michigan State, first quarter they were elite on defense again. Kenny Willekes, another 2-sack game for him. He's the best defensive end in the Big Ten. He proved it again today. Why is that? Explain.
Winovich is so much better.
Chase Winovich has a bunch of players around him to help him out. It's all Willekes. They double team Willekes. He gets by him. I mean, they do everything. Kenny Willekes, future.
Well, actually, according to you have the best defense in the Big Ten, so you should have other players to surround him.
Well, we don't have the talent, but we have the fight that Michigan doesn't have.
Oh, yeah. You get the fight. Okay, yeah, there's that argument. For every Michigan State fan, but all their teams, all the time.
Well, I mean, you look.
Your defense can be as elite as you want. If you score 6 points and can't score at all, it does nothing.
That's true. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is that we held Dwayne Haskins in a team that averages over 40 points a game to 7 non-garbage time points. And you want to say 14. Fine, 14 points. We held him to 14 points, and the offense gave up 12 points. So that's pretty elite. Michigan will not hold Ohio State to 14 points. I'll tell you that right now.
It don't matter because can score the football.
Well, I'm telling you, that just proves how great our defense is. We don't give up even when our offense is not doing anything. I bet if Michigan starts not moving the ball, their defense will just give up like they did against Notre Dame. They just gave up in that game.
So that's why you gave up 14 in non-garbage time, and then 12 when it just quote-unquote didn't matter, as you said. And as Chris pointed out, that you guys just give up in the fourth quarter, and you're saying Michigan's defense gives up?
No.
Defense doesn't score?
Our defense doesn't give up. They're tired. They're tired because the other team wins the time possession by 20 fucking minutes every game.
No excuse. No excuses. Notre Dame game. We started that game. They started that game bad on defense. The first two drives. The only two.
I don't want to hear about that game. No. You gave up 24 points to Brandon Wimbush. I don't want to hear about elite defense ever again. Please.
14 in the first. Oh, really? Let's take you back. You said, you cannot use Michigan State's early games to discuss this, so why can you use Michigan's early games?
Because Michigan's had an elite defense all year. We were rounding into form.
That doesn't make any sense. You gotta use that in the argument.
Nope. Listen.
You gave up more points to Northwestern than you did to Ohio State.
Well, Northwestern's a bad matchup for us.
Oh, you played Northwestern earlier in the year. It doesn't matter.
Well, you did give up 17 points.
I would point out that you give up 31 to Utah State, but you're going to come back with all Utah.
Well, Utah State has the number one offense in the country, so that's actually and they. No, it was 24 because one was a pick six by Lewerke in that game. They only gave up 24 points to Utah State. So 24 is decent. It's not great, but it's decent. Arizona State only got up 13 points to Arizona State.
Arizona State is not a good offense.
Arizona State averages over 24 points a game, and we held them to 13. Penn State averages over 38 points a game. We held them to 17. On the road in Happy Valley. No. What did Michigan's elite defense do in Penn State at Happy Valley last year? Held them to a whole 43 points. Held them to 43 points.
Different personnel. You cannot say okay.
No, they were both road games. They were both road games.
7 this year. 7.
Well, no.
Oh,
Michigan has everybody back on defense from last year. And what did they do? What did they do last year? They gave up 43 points at Penn State. What do we do? We go to that.
Michigan State early season games from this year, and you're going to take Michigan's game against Penn State from the middle of last year and use that.
Yes! It's the same defense. It's the same defense.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Listen. We had to go. Nobody goes on the road to Happy Valley and holds Penn State to 17 points. Nobody. Not even Michigan did.
They were playing without Saquon because he's gone.
Miles Sanders rushed for over 200 yards on us. Enough with the whole Saquon thing. Saquon couldn't get over 30 yards against us last year.
3 pick in the draft.
Saquon's the most overrated player of all time. Now, give me a break.
Oh my. Yeah, you're done talking.
Yeah, that's why we held him to under 2 yards a carry last year. He's such a great player. Yeah, he's such a great player. He's so great. Yeah. Yeah, what is he doing on the Giants? Gets a bunch of garbage time yards, a bunch of empty yards, empty touchdowns. That's what all he does.
Yeah, and how's Le'Veon doing? Not playing?
I don't care about Le'Veon. I hate Le'Veon. He can go F himself. Anyway, Michigan's defense, there's no pressure on them. They're always up 35-0. Of course they're going to do great. I mean, our defense knows they have to hold their team. They have to hold the other team under 10 points or they'll lose. Of course our...
They're up 35-0 against Michigan State in East Lansing. Sorry, that's not a tough place to play, but it is.
Oh, is it not? Oh, come on. We can't even feel... Well,
can we move on from this game?
That's an indictment on Michigan fans. They couldn't even fill East Lansing. That means their fan base sucks.
Actually, Jordan Poole and Isaiah Livers were there, so.
All right, that's enough.
Oh, is it enough? You'll see. We'll hold Nebraska to under 30 points this week. Tough place to play. Okay, let's move on. Michigan embarrassed by Rutgers 7-42. What is your reactions?
was a slow start, but they got it together. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
They did not cover the spread. That is embarrassing. How do you not cover the spread against Rutgers? Coming into this game.
What was the spread, like 37 and a half?
40.
39, wasn't it?
That's right. The bettors even betted it down from 40 to 39. You still couldn't cover the spread. That's embarrassing.
Right, this game was irrelevant. Rutgers is terrible. This means nothing.
No, this is big. You know, Michigan's defense really struggled against Rutgers in this game. 7 points.
Really?
How do you go up 7 points to Rutgers? You give up 7 points to Rutgers.
You know how many passing yards the quarterback has?
How many? 0?
I have a question. 0. I have a question. What? So when Ohio State plays Michigan Saturday after Thanksgiving, who does Dockett root for?
Ohio State.
I don't know, man. He has a degree from Michigan.
Well, he's on staff. He's on staff at Ohio State, so.
Congratulations. Man, I think Ohio State actually gave him a chance.
Hey,
Until that turned.
just like our radio announcer went to Notre Dame and Michigan, and he's still announcing our games, so. Does he root for Michigan? Maybe.
That just proves there's no such thing as a Michigan State football fan.
Okay then. Good. I don't want our fans suck anyway, so almost as bad as Michigan fans. Okay, let's move on from this. Northwestern wins the West. What are your reactions on this?
Well, there's just another piece of evidence that they need to realign the division or get rid of the division.
No.
Do something to avoid having an average football team win a division and go to the conference championship game. It's good for Northwestern, good for their program, but the Big Ten needs to do
This
something
just proves that Pat Fitzgerald's the second best coach in the Big Ten. What he's done with this Northwestern program is unbelievable. Northwestern was
7-5.
listen.
Going to the Big Ten championship game.
They always lose to Akron and teams like that. But once they get into the Big Ten play, they know how to win. They just find ways to win. So congratulations to them, the second best coach in the Big Ten behind PJ Fleck.
Embarrassing for Iowa, though.
My gosh, Iowa's going 7-5 for about the 10th straight year.
Well, I don't know how they're still ranked with 3 losses.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're ranked this week too.
If you had told me at the beginning of the year that Northwestern would have won the West, I would have said you're crazy, dude. Wisconsin should have run away with this crappy side.
No, they got injuries just like we did. Injuries derailed their season.
I know. I'm saying at the beginning when they were all healthy, they should have.
Well, not really. They weren't even that talented. They were overrated.
Well, I don't think anybody expected Nebraska to be as bad as they are.
Nebraska, who was up 10 with a minute to go against Northwestern and lost.
Somehow. So, I don't know. I think this was Wisconsin to lose, and I mean, Northwestern deserves it, but...
This was Iowa's to lose. Are you kidding me?
No, at the beginning of the season.
Iowa choked to Wisconsin. Iowa choked about every game they've lost this year.
7-5 every year.
Yeah, it's...
Iowa, once again, they were a team that was on the verge of making the playoffs a few weeks ago, too.
Maybe they should stop doing that wave, because it's bad luck, apparently.
I understand the Big Ten wants Michigan State, Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan all to play each other every year because they're clearly the 4 best teams year in and year out. But come on. It's just absurd. The conference championship game is supposed to be a 13th game on the best 2 teams in the conference's resume to get them a better resume for the playoffs. And it's hurting the team. Whoever comes out of the East is going to hurt them if they have to play Northwestern. Exactly. Imagine if Ohio State has to play Michigan again, or Penn State, Michigan State.
No, well, think about it this way. If they had to...
Ohio State, Michigan played 2 weeks in a row.
Well, if they did, then they probably both knock each other out from the playoff, and that's why they have 2 divisions. They don't want their teams knocking each other out like the Big 12 does every year.
That's true. Whoever loses the Oklahoma West Virginia game is going to win the Big 12.
Yeah, I would
Iowa State's going to win the Big 12.
Iowa State's got a shot. They've got a shot.
They need Oklahoma State to upset West Virginia this week.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Oh, no, they don't. They just need to beat West Virginia the last week of the year, or whoever they play.
No, Iowa State needs to win out, and Oklahoma needs to beat West Virginia, and they're in. Iowa State.
Yeah.
Anyway, are we good with this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do a little preview for the Big Ten East Championship. Michigan against Ohio State. How are you guys feeling about this game 2 weeks in advance?
Well, in the case of the playoff, it will matter for Michigan. In the case of the Big Ten East, the game will have no meaning at all. The game will have no meaning
Yeah.
because Ohio State is losing to Maryland.
Yep, Kasim Hill tore his ACL in practice. Maryland's pulling off the upset.
This is wishful thinking for me because
Give me
I
a
know we're gonna
break.
lose to Ohio State, and I want a Big Ten championship. So
Maryland sucks! We beat them! We ran the ball on Maryland.
Thinking wishfully because
Dude,
I want a championship.
Indiana's a trap game.
Okay,
Oh,
even
boy.
if they lose, they can still win the East.
Can we calm down with these trap games?
No. I know.
Okay.
Well, they should blow the doors off Indiana, and I fully expect them to win by 10 plus against Ohio State.
Oh,
Indiana's a good team.
they're going to blow the doors off of Ohio State. It's not even going to be close.
No, they're not.
Michigan they just look like a better team right now.
They always, they do. They did this before. They did this a couple years ago. They pulled you in.
No.
And they let you go.
Well, you have no faith.
No, you're right.
And this is the worst. Ohio State hasn't been this bad in a couple of years, okay?
Okay, well, we've lost 7 years in a row, so I have no.
And we also haven't been this bad in a while. Oh, my God.
9-1, whatever we are. Ohio State is going to run the table. We're going to beat Northwestern in the championship game by 80 points. We're going to make the playoffs. We're running the table there. Brett McMurphy, this is a blessing in disguise. Everyone's fired up. We're fired up. We're going to prove everybody wrong. We're going to defend Urban Meyer. We're going to put him out as a champ. And we're bringing Ryan Day back as the head coach next year. This will be the greatest thing
Okay.
in years. Years.
Okay. Yep, looking at this game from afar.
Ohio State since Woody Hayes punched that Clemson player in the neck.
Well, yeah, you do have to take the Michigan choke into account, but I don't see it happening this year. Unless Michigan's defense, I think Michigan's defense could let them down late in the year, because I know they have the second best defense in the Big Ten. I know that. We Ohio State's defense came around. Yeah, Ohio State has a better defense. They gave up less points to Michigan State than Michigan did. So that just proves Ohio State has a better defense. So actually Michigan's number 3 in the defense in the Big Ten. But anyways, Ohio State couldn't move the ball on Michigan State. They won't move the ball on Michigan either. Maybe their punter will kick another 65-yard punt on the 1-yard line every time. That's the only chance they have, is if they win special teams. But I don't see that happening. They'll just run Higdon 30 times for $1 for about 100 yards. They'll run Higdon 40 times for 120 yards, and Michigan fans will say, oh, he got over 100 yards again. Yeah, because you give him 40 carries every week. Of course he got over 100 yards. I would get over 100 yards with 40 carries. Anyways, Michigan will win 45-6 in that game. Are we good with this topic?
Yes.
No. Okay. We have a list of coaches on the hot seat. What we're going to do is I'm gonna name the coach, and you tell me if they're going to get fired at the end of the season. It's very simple. Yeah, just a yes or no. Clay Helton, Is he?
Who'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
Clay Helton. Clay Helton. Will he be fired?
No.
Yes. Yeah, he's going to get fired.
Clay Helton is gone. He is done. Chris Ash.
I don't think they care, so they'll probably just keep him so they don't have to do some extra work and get another coach.
No, because then they don't have to pay him.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Oh, yes. They're going to fire Chris Ash, and they're going to bring in Ryan Day because they always bring in Ohio State coordinators. They'll bring in Ryan Day.
Ryan Day would be stupid to take that job. Stupid.
You never know. Well, okay. Larry Fedora, North Carolina. What a great 2 seasons he's had.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. This is an 8-4 team and a 0-11 coach. So 0-12 coach.
Oh, they almost made the playoff a couple years ago.
Oh, they had Trubinsky, right?
No, that was not with Trubisky. That was with some black guy, at quarterback.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. See you later.
Mike, everybody's fired in your eyes, huh?
I guess so. Lovie Smith.
No!
No.
He's doing a great job in Illinois. Have a breakout season.
Well, he's number
Make a bowl.
he's number 6 in the hot seat rankings.
Nope, he's staying.
He's gone.
Hotseat.com.
Yes,
All right.
he is gone. He's
Lovie
just
Smith won't be fired. He won't be fired.
he's gone. He's gone. He's just gone.
Are we taking Iowa and Illinois?
No.
Oh, Illinois is going to win out and make a bowl.
Okay, I don't know why Willie Taggart's on here, but Willie Taggart.
No.
No.
Yes, he's so far gone.
I hate. He's a terrible coach. I'll give you that.
Yeah. You can't fire him this early. You know it. Yeah,
You can, yes, you can. If you cannot be... Okay, he will not be fired, but he should be fired. If you cannot go over 500 with the talent at Florida State, you should be coaching middle school pee-wee football. Coaching that.
Gus Malzahn.
Yes, he's gone. They've been mediocre for too long.
No, he'll be fired next year after Jared Stidham leaves and they go 12-0.
Nope, they're keeping him. I'm telling you, he's wrapped up all those plays. The year they lost the Florida State National Championship.
Oh, come on.
Wrapped up all those Hail Mary plays, the Chris Davis kick return. He wrapped that up. He's a great coach, and he's staying.
So, Gus Malzahn has lost 4 games in the at least 4 games in the last 4 years. Kevin Sumlin did the same thing and he was fired. But Kevin Sumlin's a better coach, by the way. Anyway,
No.
well, he's gone. Gus Malzahn is gone. See you later. Well, apparently Mike Gundy's on here. We're not even gonna. Well, I don't know why Mike Gundy's on here. Let's go to. What's a good one on here? Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly's definitely on the hot seat. Yeah.
No.
So, Ken Niumalatolo.
Why is Dan Mullen on here? This is the weirdest list I've.
What? He's nasty.
Mike, Ken Niumalatolo.
Oh, here's a good one. Cliff Kingsbury.
No!
Yes. He does a great job at Texas Tech. He's got one more year, and then he's on the hot seat.
Does he even recruit any defensive players?
No, he doesn't need to. He's nasty.
He's got like 10 scholarships and they all go to offense. He gives like 3 quarterbacks a year. a running back, and a couple of
Sure.
receivers, and no lineman.
Cliff Kingsbury's been at Texas Tech for about 7 years, and he hasn't done anything. He's done nothing. He had.
How many bowl games have they won under him?
I don't know. They lost last year, though. That's all I know.
Shocker. He had Patrick Mahomes, dude. How could...
He had Patrick Mahomes and went 5-7.
The best thing Cliff Kingsbury did was recruit Baker Mayfield as a walk-on, and then he let him go.
No, the most Cliff Kingsbury game was the shootout with Oklahoma a couple years ago. Yeah, that was the most Cliff.
They lost.
Defense. It was, what was it, like 77-70 or something?
Oh, they lost to TCU on a tip ball, like 63-56.
Oh, I heard that, yeah.
That was a classic Cliff Kingsbury game. All right, I think we've covered the coaches pretty well. Let's move on to conferences. We're gonna go through the Power Six, and I'll go through the division scenarios, and we will pick who will win each division and then who will win the conference. It's very simple. The American. UCF clinches. We'll do the American East. Not the conference, the American Athletic East Conference division. UCF clinches. UCF clinches with a win. If Cincinnati wins out, they will win. Who will win the American East?
I refuse to pick this.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say? UCF clinches with a win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking UCF because they're nasty.
I'm taking.
Up a spot in the polls, by the way. Cincinnati for the Luke Pickle.
Also, Temple. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm picking Temple. Temple needs UCF to lose twice. That means a loss to Cincinnati and USF. You know what? I'm taking Temple. Give me Temple. And for the West, SMU controls their own destiny. All they have to do is win out. Houston will win it with a win, and if SMU loses. Also, Tulane's in there. Who will win the best division in college football? The American West.
SMU.
Was that what you pick SMU?
No, actually, yes, I will, because it'll boost Michigan's resume.
Oh, right.
Educated.
A team that lost to North Texas by 30. I'm gonna take SMU.
I'll take Major Applewhite and Houston.
Major Applewhite.
I am also taking Houston.
Major Applewhite is on the hot seat. Also. Okay, let's move on to the ACC. Clemson is already clinched for the Atlantic. For the Coastal, Pitt controls. All Pitt has to do is win one more game, and they have won the Coastal. So I'm guessing Pitt will win, right?
I'm also going with Pitt. Unless they somehow choke.
Who are you taking?
Hold on.
Pitt.
What?
And then Clemson will choke the Pitt in the championship game.
Then Pitt makes the playoffs.
Exactly. I'm taking Pitt in that conference championship. Yep, I'm going to take Pitt, and I'm going to take Pitt in the upset in the ACC championship game as well. So, Pat Narduzzi. He's just a great coach. Okay, the SEC. Just pick the who's going to win, Alabama or Georgia. They both clinched.
Alabama.
After Alabama's embarrassing performance at the Citadel this week, which will happen, I'm predicting it, they will almost lose. They won't, but they will almost lose. I will take Georgia.
Well, Alabama has to win this game. This will be a must-win for them because they're going to get embarrassed by Auburn the week before.
Okay. Auburn. Well, a 7-loss Auburn team? Okay. Alabama will win that. All right, next conference. The Big 12. If Oklahoma wins out, they're in. Oh, if West Virginia wins out, they're in. If Oklahoma beats West Virginia and Iowa State wins out, it'll be Iowa State versus Oklahoma. If West Virginia beats Oklahoma and Texas beats Iowa State and wins out, it'll be Texas versus West Virginia. So I guess there's 4 choices for you to take. Who will be in the Big 12 championship game?
It's going to be Oklahoma and Iowa State, and Oklahoma will win. Actually, wait, no. Oklahoma is going to lose to... tell me what happens if this happens. Oklahoma loses to West Virginia, and Iowa State wins out.
Then it'll be Oklahoma versus West Virginia again.
Okay, then give me West Virginia to win it. Twice. They're going to win twice.
Okay.
I'm going to take Iowa State to win it. I don't care who they play.
Okay. Alex, who are you taking?
You had to go.
Okay. So, I'm going to go with Oklahoma. The Pac-12. The winner of the Apple Cup will take the North unless Washington loses to Oregon State this week. So, who will win the Apple Cup?
Washington is going to win the Apple Cup.
Huh. No.
Washington State, they'll win the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Actually, Utah is going to win the Pac-12.
Well, Utah needs some help to get in, to even get in the championship. So,
No.
yeah, they do. I have the scenario in front of me right now. Arizona State controls their own destiny in the Pac-12 South.
How?
What do you mean, how? Because they win the games they need to win.
They're up right now.
What?
Arizona State will lose to Oregon this week, so give me Utah.
Well, Utah needs to win out and Arizona State needs to lose. If Arizona wins out and Utah loses, Arizona will win the South. So, but I'm going to take Arizona State because I like Arizona State. Okay, next one. The Big Ten. Who cares?
Good.
No, you go.
Ohio State's going to win the East, and Northwestern's going to win the Big Ten.
Oh, that's absurd. Ohio State's going to win the East and the Big Ten. And Northwestern's going to win the West.
I got Michigan in both. Let's move on to the picks. There are the standings right there. Luke's.
Where's Matt?
Fortunately, that slide got deleted. Let's go. What?
Taking Buffalo to beat Illinois in the MAC championship game.
I will also take Buffalo to win. Let's Week 10 picks. Michigan State at Nebraska.
Michigan State.
It's going to be a close game. Very close game. But Michigan State is going to win.
Yeah, give me Nebraska in a blowout. By a blowout, I mean about 10-0. That's a blowout. Ohio State at Maryland.
Ohio State.
This is where it all goes down right here. Michigan is going to win the East this week because Maryland is going to upset Ohio State.
Okay. So, Maryland. Probably the most mediocre team I've ever seen take a football field. Saw it firsthand. They're distracted. Their defense is awful. Their offense is historically bad. I got Ohio State in a blowout.
5-5, give us credit.
What?
And 5 win.
Doesn't matter. They suck. Syracuse against Notre Dame.
So obviously Notre Dame needs to win out to make the playoffs. And it's not going to happen because they're going to lose to Syracuse this week. Syracuse is an elite team, and they're most likely going to New Year's Six Bowl. That's basically a home game for them too.
No.
There seems something to be magical about Syracuse this year, but I think Notre Dame would be too much. Ian Book's nasty.
Wait, you actually think there's more Syracuse fans in New York City than Notre Dame fans? Because if you think that, you're dreaming. There's
No,
gonna be.
I didn't say that. I said there'd be more Syracuse fans at the game.
There will be way more Notre Dame fans at this game, and it's not even gonna be close.
Bro.
Plus, Notre Dame's wearing their pinstripe uniforms for this game.
Those are so bad.
Those are sick. I'm going to go with Notre Dame because Syracuse is a fraud and they haven't beaten anybody good this year. So I'm going to go Notre Dame. West Virginia at Oklahoma State.
Another good one. And I'll take West. Actually, if West Virginia's going to win twice in the Big 12, they've got to get to 2 losses because that's the quest for all Big 12 teams. So give me Oklahoma State.
I don't think West Virginia's going to turn this year, so I'll take West Virginia.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me. The West Virginia choke is coming. It will come pretty soon, I will say. So, I'm going to take Oklahoma State after their kicker choked the game away last game, but that won't happen again because they'll just go for 2 every time. So, give me Oklahoma State. Wisconsin at Purdue.
Wisconsin is a better football team. Wisconsin will win the game.
Purdue will win because they want to go become bowl eligible.
Yeah, Purdue is going to blow the doors off of Wisconsin.
It's the same Purdue team is just got blown up by Minnesota.
Minnesota's the best team in America right now. Okay. USC at UCLA.
This is easily the worst game on our schedule. But
The Battle of LA.
I'm sure.
No, keep going.
Wilton State. The Wilton State effect. Last week, 26 out of 35, 335, and 2 touchdowns.
And a loss against Arizona State, the best team in the Pac-12 South.
He did his job, and Wilton State will lead the Bruins to victory.
Now, USC will win.
Yeah,
He's fighting for his job.
Clay Helton is already done. He's already mailed it in. I'm going to take UCLA. Indiana at Michigan.
Trap game, but I'll take Michigan.
Michigan. UAB at Texas A&M.
Texas A&M by a million.
UAB's 9-1.
Okay?
They're ranked. They're ranked in the AP poll.
That's ridiculous. Texas A&M by a million.
All right, let's just say UAB schedule. They beat Savannah State. They lost to Coastal Carolina. They beat Charlotte, Louisiana Tech, Rice, North Texas, UTSA, and Nebraska.
Okay. Well, I don't know what your point is.
Texas A&M is the only Power 5 team on their schedule.
Well, this is the only good team Texas A&M's faced all year, so.
They play Sam and Clemson.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your quarterback has thrown 7 TDs to 6 picks. Yeah, give it Texas A&M.
Well, this is a trap game for Texas A&M. They're looking forward to Louisiana State next week in their rivalry game. Jimbo Fisher. UAB wasn't even a football program 2 years ago. Doesn't matter. I'm going with UAB. Give me the Blazes. Cincinnati at UCF.
Well, UCF sucks, so give me Cincinnati.
I'll take Cincinnati.
Give me UCF. I'm not confident in that pick. Give me UCF.
This is the first good team they've played in a long time.
Right. Iowa State at Texas. You can catch this game on the Longhorn Network. A ranked matchup on the Longhorn Network.
Well, Texas, better team, better quarterback. Is that home? It's on the Longhorn Network.
They do not have the better quarterback, by the way. Not even close.
Yes,
Not even
Tim
close.
Ellinger, quarterback.
No.
I'll take Iowa State.
Yep. I'll also take Iowa State.
Network.
Brock Purdy is better than Sam Ellinger in his sleep. I'm going to take Iowa State. Arizona at Washington State.
Wazoo.
Now there's something special brewing in Pullman. Give me Arizona.
Are we going to take the LSU game?
Who are they playing? The Citadel?
No.
Louisiana Tech?
No.
Who are they playing?
I'm looking. I can't find the game.
Nice. No, we're not picking that game.
I want to take Joe Burrow.
Well, that's too bad.
Play right.
Oh, Rice. The worst Power 5 team by a mile. I mean, the worst Division I bowl division football team in the history of college football. Arizona State at Oregon.
Wazoo. Give me Oregon. Oh, I'll take Oregon.
Yep, I've seen this Oregon team too many times. They are terrible. They're the most overhyped team I've ever seen. That Herbert quarterback guy sucks. Manny Wilkins will be the best quarterback on the field. Eno Benjamin's the best running back on the field. They have the best coach on the field. I know it's on the road, but Arizona State's just a better football team. Give me Arizona State.
Michigan State, Arizona State won too many times.
Well, I mean, I was there to see Arizona State play, and man, was I impressed. I was so impressed.
Shut up. You better impressed.
Man, they are a top 10 team in the state of Arizona.
In the Pac-12.
They're a top 10 team in the Pac-12, yeah. But that's going to be it for this episode of the Big Four Podcast.
You have San Diego State, Fresno State on the schedule, but...
No, I switched it out for Wisconsin at Purdue.
Oh, okay.
I switched it out because Fresno State was 20-point favorites, so I'm assuming that game would not be close.
San Diego State.
Well, that's too bad. And that'll be it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.